So hi, my name is Lindley Surudi. I am the Human Resource Manager for WellCare Australia. Am I looking at the camera? I'm looking up here. So I'm the Human Resource Representative for WellCare Australia. I got into the social services sector and in the human resource sector because I wanted to help people. I wasn't quite sure what that looked like based on my skill set and the things that I enjoyed doing. So I wasn't going to be a support worker or someone that worked directly with participants and in the community, but I wanted to help out in the community and make sure that the contribution that I made was positive and beneficial to myself and to my family and to my community. The opportunity for WellCare Australia came up through a former colleague of mine who was leaving the organisation and looking for a replacement, and the director contacted me, and the rest is kind of history. So when we're looking for support workers, generally the first thing we have to look at is for their general qualifications, so Cert 3 or Cert 4 in mental health or disability or the like. And then we look for prior experience. Whilst that isn't a prerequisite, we need to make sure that we're getting people on board who know about the skills and the qualities that are required for this role. It's not a role that is for everyone, being a support worker or a team leader and working with those who are the most vulnerable in our community. It does take a really particular kind of person to be able to succeed in this role. When we recruit for people, we're looking for personalities that go well with our participants. We're looking for people that will encourage a really positive dynamic in our residences. So as long as people have the right attitude and the right qualifications, we're always happy to employ people. I think the thing I've enjoyed most about working with the team at WellCare Australia is that everyone here genuinely cares about their roles and believes in the vision and mission and values of the organisation. We all share the same goals, which is helping the community and making sure the people within our community flourish and have the support and access to support that they need. And it's something that particularly the office staff that I work with every day, but you can see it in our support workers too who are actively with the participants, that we genuinely believe in, and we really live those values of wanting to support people and encourage them. We're committed to their growth and their progression and making sure that they can recover or that they live the best, happiest, most fulfilled lives that they can. We have a really fantastic dynamic amongst our coordination team, our office team, our executive, and from the top down and bottom up approach, depending on how you want to look at it, everyone here genuinely cares about the role they play in the organisation. We've had participants who've reached massive goals and we've celebrated it as an organisation, and we've made sure that person knows that they're valued and they're loved and that we are proud of their achievements and their growth, and we hold celebrations for our participants so they know that they're valued and that they are appreciated and we are kind of on their side and rooting for them. And that's incredibly heartwarming to see as someone who doesn't often get to interact with our actual clients and the people we're here to serve. I think the way I often think about my role is I'm here to support the people who are supporting the people. And I got into human resources because I figured that a lot of people can be quite discontent with their work, and if you make them slightly happier at work, it makes them slightly happier at home and it makes the community a lot better. And seeing the work that I do in helping people be more engaged in the workplace and enjoy their work more, how that pays off with our participants and the people we're actually involved with, and genuinely seeing the impact our organisation makes in the community is probably one of the best feelings that I've had in my career so far. In terms of social and community services and the people that WellCare Australia particularly helps with, our predominant focus at the moment being mental health participants, as a society and community, it's something that we talk about a lot more these days, and it's something we understand a lot more, but it is also something that's still incredibly prevalent, and I don't think as a society we genuinely understand how mental health and ill mental health and mental health illnesses really affect a person and affect a community. Things aren't isolated. If ill mental health or physical health is impacting one person, it impacts their family, it impacts their friends, it impacts all of their jobs. It's very much so that ripple effect that continues through the community. I think in terms of changes I'd like to see within that sort of industry is an understanding of how these things affect not just the person who's directly affected, but all the stakeholders in that scenario, figuring out the best way to support them and to support their community, because all of that feeds back into every other relationship we have in the world. Every person has their own things happening, but then that affects all of the people around them, and that's the stuff that we all then take to work. It's the stuff we all bring back into the community. So it's making sure that we broaden that circle of understanding with mental health and physical disabilities as well, that it's not just that person who's impacted, and we can support that person, but we need to make sure we support their community as well.